Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Avohe, and I'm gonna go now and start walkthrough number 1. So we start at the cemetery of Ash, as you can see. When you start in a new area, reach a new area, um, you will get the name of the place. As you can see, this is pretty basic. I know Dark Souls is known for not giving too much intro on what the hell you have to do, but it's a really nice startup because compared to Dark Souls 2, I found that Dark Souls 2 was a very long way through compared to this on how to use the controllers. Over here it gives you it tells you the basics real fast, really basics. um, so over here it gives you the hint of one of the first things you should do and learn is targeting. So you move around. Monsters will die pretty fast over here. Alright, usually like people will go that place, try to follow the signs. I recommend that. Over here it tells you how to backstep and roll. If you move the L3 button and hit 0, you'll roll. If you leave it alone and you just hit 0, it will backstep, as it explained. And how to run. It will be very useful a lot of times to run out from place to place and run away from enemies. Pretty basic. So now let's get back to our path. There's another monster here just to practice. There we go. So this is the Ashen Estus Flask. As you can see in the menu below, you have the items there, and hitting the D-pad downwards will change the items there. I highly recommend, if you get this item, it will stash there. So go to the menu, alright, and take it off, remove it. You don't need it there. That's one item you are not gonna use. And eventually in one of the walkthrough episodes I'll explain why. So over here it tells you how to guard if you have a shield. Alright. If you have other equipment, it will do something else. Alright, critical hit. So you stand just in the back of the monster and hit R1. And that gives a critical. You backstab the enemy. Okay? You gotta be careful here because there's gonna be 2 hollows. There's the second one. And there's another one who's shooting arrows at you, so just move around. If you know where the arrows are coming from, they're pretty much easy to kill them and evade them. And there we go. So just, once you at least get hit once or twice, just keep moving around. Don't stay still until you kill that archer, because I mean it looks like low HP, but if you have 2 or 3 monsters, it is a little disadvantage you might have, and you can die. So over here with this weapon, it says that you can kick, but the thing about my weapon right now, which is it's the Sellsword twin blades, it doesn't exactly do a kick, it does another animation. And the thing about that is that some weapons don't actually do the kick animation, they do that special move. Same with the blocking item. It's going to... So over here in this sign, we're gonna see parry, repel, attack, and R1 to riposte. after a successful parry. That one I will have to show you in action. You know, L2 does the parry. So I'll show you at some point about the riposte, which is very crucial, especially for PvP. Over here it says turn back, and I'm gonna show you why it says turn back. On my first playthrough and playing Dark Souls 3, I actually accepted the challenge. As you can see there's a monster over there in the corner. You can look around. There's only actually one item at the end. You could try to get it, or you could not. You could fight the monster, or just leave it for another day. You will be able to come back here if you want to make a run for it. It's only souls. Honestly, it's not a biggie, not necessary. For the purpose of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and skip him for now, since I don't need the items he drops. Eventually you'll see another crystal, and we'll be able to manage it a little easier. Okay, so here it says item use. I still don't need to use an item, so I won't waste one of them. Here it says how to toggle weapons and the items. You know, right now we only have one weapon on each hand, so it actually, when you only have one in place, it will disappear the weapon. I do not recommend fighting around with that with the punches. You know, bare fist is not a good idea. So yeah, we go up here and we'll finally find our first bonfire. Rest at bonfire. HP and Estus recover. So just for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna recover my Estus, you know, drinking it. That one affects the red bar, which is the HP, and then the blue Estus, which is the Ashen Estus flask, will heal up the blue bar, which is usually what is consumes skill art. As you can see, it consumed my focus point bar. Alright, so over here right now I'm like using two-handed, which is by pressing triangle. In this case, since I have this special curved sword, which is like a twin blade, then it holds another sword of the same in the other hand, and by pressing L2 it starts that animation. It's a rotation, a spin attack. But if I press L2 and then R2, it will make a complete a full attack combo, which is very useful against enemies. So you guys, you can see, you can turn on the bonfire. That's when you are touching a bonfire for the first time, it will lit it, and then you can rest on it. Alright, it gave me a gesture. Right, since this is the beginning of the game is like a tutorial area. I cannot do pretty much anything else but sit down and recover my Estus. And if I press the pad, which I apologize for not knowing the name correctly for this video, still have to learn how that's called. But if you touch like the pad in the middle of the controller, you can see the gestures, and it gives you, as you can see, it has different poses which you can use or execute. I'm gonna be pressing square now since I'm testing, just so you can see all of them. You point forward, okay, you can point up, down. Alright, so but right now you saw I got a new one called rest. So the way to do it is like you choose one of these that you do not like that much, or you don't think you're gonna use, and you press triangle, and then you will see over here the list of gestures in the game. As you can see, those that are with the red circle, which is like a candle seal, like in the old days, those who have the red circles are the ones that are in the table up there, and the one that is lit bright means that that's the one you selected to trade. So then you select